Good morning, everybody. Though I started this web series to bring to the notice of the listeners the whole of the Constitution, article by article, highlighting wherever they were misused, misinterpreted, and misapplied, as a result of which the country is suffering social, political, economic strife. While it is the objective of this web series, I take digression here and there and also would discuss applied constitution or any conflicting contemporary issues. Today, one such issue I am going to bring to your notice or having discussion with you is that Modi does not deserve to be Prime Minister of India. In my opinion, he is a highly successful as politician. He has been Chief Minister of Gujarat for 15 years and now he is going to complete the term of 15 years as Prime Minister also. And especially he has come from a very low position. He himself told that he was a backward class citizen and he was a tea vendor. Every citizen of India should emulate his perseverance and commitment to achieve. He has been unique in many aspects. On Indian front, he has brought digitalization by opening Jan Dhan accounts for each and every citizen in the bank with zero balance. As a result of which everybody is operating PhonePe and QR code payments. Even roadside vendors are also using this and they are able to find out whether that money was credited into their bank account or not, as a result of which almost all of the transactions in India are going through banking channels, so that the government has a better assessment of transactions in India and it helps taking economic decisions, policy decisions by the government. It also resulted in better realization of taxes, especially after advent of GST. Other indirect taxes were clubbed to form into one single charge called GST. It has simplified the tax process and resulted in a huge collection of taxes to the government. Coming to Indian defense system, we have seen how India could bring the Pakistan to kneel down within few hours of attack without loss of any life or property in India. He was also responsible for abrogation of Article 370, whereby he invited Kashmiri Muslims disarmingly, embraced them, saying that you and we are one. You can come and settle in any part of India and any other Indian also can come to Kashmir and settle there. That is the real meaning of Article 19, a fundamental right which has been deprived for citizens during the last 75 years. In fact, Article 370 was supposed to be a temporary and transitional provision. These two adjectives, temporary and transitional. Temporary denotes it shall not continue for long. Transitional means from one point to another point. What could be these 2 points? The one point is the date of enactment of Article 370 and the other point could be that the first general elections in 1952 and formation of the first parliament. In fact, Article 370 should have been discussed in the first parliament of India in 1952 and appropriate decision taken. Appropriate decision means it cannot be something else. In the preamble we have written unity and integrity of the country. Government has to ensure unity and integrity. Unity means it is mental unanimity of minds of Indian people, which also suggests fraternity. And integrity means it is a physical integrity. Not a single part of Indian territory shall be conceded to any other. In fact, Article 370, its continuation and implementation of Article 35A are against the very basic tenets of the Constitution. He also helped Muslim women, empowered them by repealing talaq system. That means he has done lot of cultural help and constitutional help to Muslims. As regards Hindus are concerned, he has constructed a remarkable Ayodhya temple and renovated the Kashi and Ujjain temples. That way he also has very successfully steered the country through COVID pandemic. Of course, demonetization of bigger notes was also done. This way he has taken very hard decisions which have far-reaching effects. Of course, he was maintaining friendship with Trump Trump himself said several times that Modi was his friend. Even for his elections, Modi has been there to canvass for him. But when the political interest, the interest of the country is at stake, Indian policy is to be non-aligned. India acts in its own interest. That was what was done against the intent of the United States of America. America wanted India not to buy oil from Russia, but when we are getting cheaper, there is no politics involved. It is only a question of commerce. So he has sacrificed his friendship with Trump. So he put India first and everything next. He also advocated Make in India. That is a very strategic decision. If foreign corporates come to India and manufacture here, that is not development of India. Development of India is different from the development of people of India. Indians may get smaller jobs and pollution because of their industries and may few bucks of taxes. For that we will have to sacrifice Indian natural resources and major important employees they bring from other states or other countries, and the profits they will take to their countries. And in case any difficulty arises in their business in India, the countries will threaten India. The sovereignty of the country would be at stake. In fact, we suffered. We lost independence due to one foreign corporate, namely East India Company. Now we are playing with fire. We are inviting foreigners to come to India and set up industries. While the slogan of Prime Minister Modi is to make in India, I am seeing chief ministers of several states are competing among themselves. Go to US, Australia, Japan, Germany and solicit investors to come to India and invest in India. I am surprised if each state behaves like this in an independent way. It is going to be a problem. States are offering state lands free of cost or at concessional prices to foreign corporates. So India is being sold part by part. Once you have given them permissions and land to establish their industries, you are bound to give them water, electricity, transportation, whatnot, everything you have to provide to them. In case you create any difficulty, impose any conditions, these foreign countries may even attack India. So in inviting the foreigners, we should be very conservative. The state chief minister should not be allowed to go abroad and invite investors or to conduct investment melas for foreigners in their own states. Land is not property of the Council of Ministers. In second schedule, item 18, administration of lands is entrusted to states. It does not mean that they can alienate lands, especially right to alienate was not given in the constitution. If the states are entitled to alienate lands, they can do it to their friends and relatives, to other financiers on quid pro quo status, and to other foreign corporates. They will show the development of foreign corporates, their industries, their buildings as development of their state. But that does not inure for the development of the people of that state. But unfortunately, due to regional party system and due to coalition government system, Indian prime ministers are not able to dictate terms to the states. We have seen how the Prime Minister was insulted several times in West Bengal by the Chief Minister. He was received with black flags. In the middle of the discussions, the Chief Minister went away, saying that she has lot of other works. And the Chief Minister was refusing the use of helicopter to the governor of that state, who later became the Vice President of India. In fact, according to the system, governor is the ruler and the Chief Minister cannot even sit in the presence of the governor without permission. That is the system contained in Indian Constitution. Chief Minister is appointed by the governor and the term of ministers shall be during the pleasure of the governor under Article 164. Under 163, ministers are not entitled to advise the governor in matters which require his own discretion. That is the level of the ministers. But unfortunately, while their ruler is taking rest in Rashtrapati Bhavan and Raj Bhavan, their unelected servants are ruling this country. I told you several times, President of India is the only elected executive. Election Commission was given responsibility of 2 elections only. One is general election, the other is election of the president and vice president. Election of chief minister and prime minister is not contained in Indian constitution. They are contained in Pakistan constitution, article 91 and 130. The prime minister was insulted in several other states. He was insulted in Delhi, the place where the seat of the union government is established. He was insulted in several southern states I don't want to name now. Much worse, the state governors were insulted much more in some states. In fact, that is not the intent or the system of the constitution. I told you several times, please refer to any of my previous videos. Having intently studied constitution for 3 years, I have written 2 books, Indian Politics versus Indian Constitution in English, Memo in Telugu, which are published by Notion Press Chennai. They are available worldwide online on Amazon, Flipkart, Kobo and Notion Press websites. Then what should Narendra Modi be? He should be President of India. The entire constitution is about the election of the president and his executive power in article 53 and 73, and his being supreme commander of armed forces, and his authority and his powers are described in detail throughout the constitution, but we don't find the name of a prime minister or a chief minister anywhere in the constitution, except that they are appointed by the president, they are removed by the president, and they shall report everything to the president. Except these 3 articles regards the union and as regards the states under 163, 164 and 167. As regards at the union level, it is 74, 75 and 78. Unfortunately, the constitution was wrongly, miserably wrongly understood and being implemented in India. Let us hope epiphany would devolve on India, and let us hope a person like Modi becomes president of India and rules this country with full constitutional prescription. As prime minister, he is going abroad. There he is respected a lot. But after coming back to India, supposing we introduce a no confidence motion, he may lose his job within 15 days. That is an insult to India. If it is the president, once elected, no one can remove him. His impeachment is almost impossible under Article 61. His impeachment is not valid unless he violated the constitution. Even if he violated, it requires 2/3 majority in both houses of the parliament. Only in such case, there would not be any conflict between states and the union, states and the neighboring states. There will be midterm elections, and the country will be prospering for 5 years peacefully. Thank you. I request you to please subscribe, share and comment on my videos. I will be glad to reply to your worthy comments.